Hello out there in the community. It's Chris. It's the Mad Respect. Coming back at you again with another big old library haul. Coming a little early. I usually go at the start of the month when I run errands, but I was able to head out again recently. So I grabbed quite a bit of new stuff. A lot of my holds were in. I grabbed some more stuff off the shelf since you can go back inside again. Whoa. We got a big one. It's a big one. Let's get it on. Alright, let's start with the movies I got. Some movies. I was watching one of the other movies that I'll review when I do my library reviews, and the trailer for it, before it was called The Hoarder. It was a really interesting looking new horror movie trailer. It's actually a pretty old horror movie. I'd never heard of it before, but the library had it, so I put it on hold, picked it up, and I got Ouija and Ouija Origin of Evil. I watched Origin of Evil, which is a prequel to Ouija, which I'd seen in the past, but it was interesting to watch them again in their proper order with the origin first and then the original movie. So we got Made in Italy. This has Liam Neeson. I saw this as a trailer before another movie I checked out. I'm not sure, but it looked interesting. It's just a comedy. I figured I'd check it out. And these next few I just got, obviously seen them before. We got Return of the Jedi, because I never actually ended up getting my Return of the Jedi 4K disc, so I figured I want to watch it. This is the only Star Wars movie I haven't seen recently. And then we have Stanley Kubrick's The Shining, which I have the 4K disc of this as well, but on the special features disc it has a full-length documentary by Stanley Kubrick's daughter, which may or may not be on the 4K, I'm not sure, but I checked out the DVD just in case. And then we have a 2-disc edition of The Fly by David Cronenberg, which I haven't seen in a long time, probably not since the 80s, so I figured I'd check it out, watch it again. And on to the graphic novels. We got Beastars Volume 11 by Peru Itagaki. This is one that my daughter showed me on Netflix, the anime. So I've been catching up on the manga, which, according to my daughter, has finished up if you read it digitally. But this is Volume 11 of the ongoing series. And then we have Captain America. This is Volume 4 by Ta-Nehisi Coates, called I'll Die Young. I think there might be one more volume of this that wraps up Coates' run, because I hear it's coming to an end. But I've been checking out this run. It hasn't been great, it hasn't been terrible. And then we have Invaders Volume 2 by Chip Zdarsky, Magno and Jackson Geese. I checked out Volume 1 of this on my last haul. And here's my buddy here, Traveler. He'll be joining the video. Go down there. Here you go, kitty. So now I can read them both together. Then we have Catwoman. This is Volume 4. Come Home Alley Cat. The bulk of this is written by Ram V. But there's also a story in here by it's like a two-man creative team, Blake Northcott and Sean Murphy. This has all the issues that were in between the Joelle Jones run, like fill-in issues, and then the first, I think, 6 issues of Ram V's run, which I have in floppies, but now I can catch up and read it all. And then we have Later by Stephen King. This is a hard case crime novel that came out this month. I've read everything by Stephen King, I believe, that I could get my hands on. Maybe it's not some of his nonfiction, but all of his novels. But this one, although it's a hard case crime, I guess it does have supernatural elements and alludes to other Stephen King horror books, so I'm looking forward to reading that. And here's a long overdue Good Neighbors by Sarah Langan. When I first checked out the American Library Association's Guide to Horror recommendations, it's a full-length book by Becky Spiegel Spratford. She's a librarian, and she wrote it as like a guide for librarians to pick good horror for their library collections and patrons. And it had all sorts of horror novels I'd never read at the time, including Sarah Langan's first 3 books, which all came out in the late 90s, very early 2000s. And then she had kids, and she hasn't written anything for over 15 years, and at long last she is back with The Good Neighbors. This seems more like of a thriller type, based on the little synopsis I looked at on the back, but I am really, really looking forward to opening this one up because Sarah Langan's one of my favorites. Definitely check out The Missing, and I can't remember. There's a prequel to the Missing that I can't remember the title of right now, but check out The Missing by Sarah Langan. A very excellent take on a zombie novel. But there's Good Neighbors, her brand new one. Really looking forward to reading that. Also really looking forward to reading Daredevil Volume 5 by Chip Zdarsky. This includes issues 21 through 25 and annual number 1. So this takes him up until he goes to jail. As I'm in the community, I know what happens in this title. I guess he goes to jail now. But this finishes off with Elektra taking over the helm on the last page of 25. Because I have a printing of 25, so I've seen that happen. I'm looking forward to reading that storyline. Reckless, the newest from Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. I guess this is an original graphic novel debuting a brand new character. So I really enjoyed the last 2 standalone graphic novels by Ed Brubaker, so I'm sure I'll enjoy this one as well. And then we have Nightwing, Joker War. This doesn't have a volume number on it, but this is the last bits of Nightwing before Tom Taylor took over with the new issue. I read the new issue by Tom Taylor, I enjoyed it, but this is the end of the Rick Grayson storyline, where he becomes like the Joker's son or something during the Joker War. So they also have the Batgirl and Detective Comics volumes of Joker War, and I collected the floppies of the main core Batman title, so I may pull those out, and then when I get the other 2 volumes of this, I'll read it all, see if there's a reading order, and try to read it all through. Also, something I'll need a reading order for is Sex Criminals. This is volume 3. I started checking out volumes 1 through 5 because volume 6 I'm next in line to get, which is the final volume, so hopefully before I have to return this, I'll have at least volumes 1 and 2 and being able to read 1, 2, and 3, and then 4, 5, and 6 as it comes. And I decided to do a deeper dive on Star Wars, so I'll start here with Star Wars Obi-Wan and Anakin by Charles Soule and art by Mark Licciardo of Daredevil likes. I looked up best Star Wars graphic novels. So then they had a mix of the new Marvel ones and the Dark Horse. And they also recommended Lando by it's also by Charles Soule with art by Alex Maleev. And this is the follow-up series or prequel series with him from Solo. This one's by Rodney Barnes and what's Vanilli's first name? Paolo Villani, who's doing the store exclusive variant covers for High Republic. So there's Lando. And then I got Epic Collection Star Wars, the original Marvel years. So this is the original 70s Marvel series through issue 23. I read that. And this is the Epic Collection of the New Republic Legends. This has the Heir to the Empire trilogy. The novels by Timothy Zahn, but the comics are all written by Mike Barron, and a whole slew of nice creators in here. We got Oliver Vatine with Fred Blanchard. I haven't heard of that creative team. And then Edvin Bukovic and Vincent Naruto do the third series. But interestingly enough, Terry Dodson illustrates the middle section with Kevin Nolan on inks. I couldn't think of a weirder combo than Terry Dodson's kind of like voluptuous kind of balloony art with the real angular inks of Kevin Nolan, but it looks pretty interesting, except every picture of Thrawn, he looks like flat as a pancake. But I'm looking forward to reading that. I read the original Heir to the Empire book a long time ago, but I never read the other two, so I'll read them in comic form. And this is Star Wars Rebel Heist. This is by the great Matt Kent with Marco Castiello on art. I guess this is just like 4 standalone stories. This was a Dark Horse book, but this was on that list of good Star Wars graphic novels to read. And then we have The Hobbit, illustrated edition of the fantasy classic. This is written by Chuck Dixon, with art by David Wenzel. This was on a list of literary graphic novels, like adaptations of novels, so check that out. We got Colonel Weird Cosmagog. Is this by? What does it say? Yes, it is written by Jeff Lemire with art by Tyler Crook. Tyler Crook is best known for Harrow County, which I have to read. I have every volume at the library, but I have to just get around to getting them all and reading it, because it's on the horror graphic novels list. But this is a continuation from the world of Black Hammer. And then these two I grabbed off the shelf when I went inside. We got Flash, The Road to Flashpoint. This is by Jeff Johns and Scott Collins with Francis Manipool. This is the issues of Flash that lead directly into the Flashpoint event. And this is volume 2. And unfortunately volume 1 the library doesn't have, so I may get it used on Amazon so I can read the two of them back to back. And last we have Amazing Spider-Man Spider-Verse. Edge of Spider-Verse. This obviously features Ghost Spider or Spider-Gwen. Says it collects Edge of Spider-Verse 1 through 5. There may all be one-shots. I've never read the original Spider-Verse story, or if this takes place during that, or after that, or betwixt that, I'm not sure. But that is my big old haul, which would have been for April, but I got it a week early here. So coming up on the channel, I'm gonna do a video here this weekend describing my 50 subscriber giveaway. So when we get there, I found a nice book to give away, in addition to the Last Night on Earth miniseries that I was already planning on giving away, but I found another nice book to give back out to the community. Hopefully you guys like it. And then next Tuesday, the 6th, I will be online auction selling with Peter Parker Comics on Tuesday night the 6th. So I hope to see all you guys then. And then I should have a graphic novels review pretty soon. I've read quite a bit of stuff, so library graphic novels review will be happening. And then don't have any pre-orders shipped yet, but they are probably going to ship this week. So probably sometime next week we'll have unboxings for those. So if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you guys have read any of this and like to make a comment about that down below, that'd be great. Put a like on the video, and everybody out there stay safe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.